Okay, right. So now we are going to discuss about expression transformation. Okay, so just from today onwards, we started the transformations topic. So expression transformation. What is expression transformation? First, so what is the use of this? Actually, do you have any idea about functions in the database level SQL concepts? Functions. Do you have any idea about functions? I'm asking you.
No,
Huh?
not yet, no.
So,
Is it more of the commands that we use?
no, actually we have two different types of functions in the database level. So single row function and multiple row functions. So in the single row functions we have different types: character function, number function, date and time function, and conversion functions. All these. So here in the expression transformation, it supports completely single row function of the database. By using these functions, we can convert the data as per our requirements. Maybe we can use here number functions, character functions, date and time functions, and conversion functions on this. Okay. So for this purpose, I'm asking you, if you are already aware of functions, single row functions or multiple row functions in the database level, then you can easily understand this. Okay, no problem. So see here, actually I'm trying to take a flat file as a source database, and target file I need to create one table, relational database table. So actually my aim is to transfer the data from source flat file to target relational database Oracle file. Okay. So in this case, we already imported the source flat file employee. Just we use this table, we use this file, and from this data, just we convert into a required warehouse format and finally store it into a relational table. So actually clearly observe this here, my file data, available data. See, this is the available data in my file. Okay, so first row is for column names, and from second row onwards it's a information records. So clearly observe this here, employee name, this column completely in uppercase. So I want to convert this into
lowercase.
Unit cap format. Okay. Are you able to understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually our available data should be completely in uppercase letters, but my requirement is when you're storing the data into data warehouse table, so union column should be completely unit cap format. Unit cap means first letter capital and remaining all small. Okay. And coming to job column, my requirement should be completely lowercase format. So actual available data should be in uppercase format. Okay. So when you transferring the data through Informatica, so we have to convert as per our requirements. So clearly understand how to convert this. Already I imported this table into source database, source flat file. So I need to design one new table in the target level. So with the help of source flat file structure, I need to create here. So just to copy, that means drag and drop from the source flat file into target designer. Here by default, the source flat file is a flat file type, that means notepad type. So here I want to convert this into relational database. So observe this. So here database type equal to flat file. So just see here, if it is a flat file, the column names data type should be flat file type. I want to change it into relational Oracle. when you change this Oracle, automatically the data types also
Oracle type.
as per Oracle data types completely depends on the available columns, it will change. So from number to number p comma s, from string to varchar of ename column, so all those things.
Do you
Understand?
need to verify these data types when you from flat
So
file to
verify,
relational?
yeah, of course. Actually, when you import this table into source database, I mean source analyzer, by default it depends on available source database type. Automatically, it detects the data types, right?
Yeah.
But our Informatica data types is different. So as per the Informatica data types, as per available source information, automatically it converts into Informatica data types with source qualified transformation. So here actually source database is different and target database is different. So based on the database also, the data type is also different. So actually here we are trying to take source as a flat file and target as a relational database. For this purpose, target designer, when you convert this flat file to relational database, automatically the data types also is converted as per the database type. So that is the reason you have to understand. We don't need to convert anything. Automatically it converts. Understand?
Okay.
Yeah, right. So just I converted into database type and just I need to take the rename column emp underscore. Here I am using expression transformation. So for this purpose, employee underscore expression, or else just emp underscore expression. Okay. So here the table is designed as per our source flat file structure. But only the thing is the target table is relational database. Actually, there is no any real-time environment in my system because I just used one schema as a data warehouse in my system. So for example, it is a Prasad schema. In that particular schema, there is no any tables created. So for this purpose, we have to create one table and finally we can load the data. Without the table, we can't load the data. That is the purpose. We have to create one table with the help of this designed table. So here, by using a target designer, just we created one flat file and it is converted as a Oracle database table. So here, table is designed. So design of table is completed. But when you run the statement of create statement, then only we can create the table in the database level. Without create statement, we can't create the table. So for this purpose, we need to generate the query in the database level with the help of the designed table in the target designer. So after you generate the query, you have to execute it in the database level. Then only you can create the table, right? So for this purpose, you have to use this option. Go to targets menu, generate or execute SQL. Okay. So if you want to perform any statements in the database level, first of all, you have to connect. So then only can do anything. So just click on connect. So it will ask ODBC connection. Yeah, Prasad schema, Prasad password manager. Just connect this. Right. So create a table. Here, see, we have one more option, generate and execute. So when you click on this, it automatically generates one query, depends on the designed table, and then execute this statement in the database level. Clearly observe, when you click on this, in the output window, there should be a query. See. So create a table, emp underscore expression, column name, data type, all this. Okay.
Okay.
So table is also created in the target. Now source and target tables both are available. Now then we have to create one mapping as per our requirement. So clearly understand. So go to mappings menu, create mapping. So map empty expression. So mapping is created from source employee and from target emp underscore expression, right? So here, as per our requirement, we have to convert ename and job columns into required format. So our required format should be ename as a unit cap format and job as a small letter, lowercase format. So here we have to take one expression transformation to convert the data. So CPL understand here. This is a transformation bar. All these are icons related to each one is a transformation. So in this f of x expression transformation, just click on here and click on here also. So automatically by default name it is created. Now I want to just copy these all columns to expression transformation. Actually, when you just map all these columns to target table, then without any conversions, the data is transferred. But here, we have to convert the ename and job column, right? So clearly observe, the remaining columns completely same. So for this purpose, just emp number and from mgr to last column as it is, we have to move. Okay. So just ename and job, these two only we need to convert. So for this purpose, clearly observe here, just right click, edit. Here, go to ports, that means columns tab. Here, just select second column ename, create new column here. So just create new column. This is the output column. So for this, o underscore ename is the column name and string is the data type. So here clearly observe port name, data type, precision scale, I, O. That means I means input port, O means output port, V is a variable, that means local variable port. And next one is expression. So in the conversion process, we have to use some expression functions. So for this purpose, there is an expression field. So we have to apply the logic here. For example, if you take the second column directly, so then without any changes, the data will move from source to target. But we don't want to take as this information. We want to convert this into required format and finally load it into target. So for this purpose, we have to convert the value. So for converted value, we have to store in new column. For this purpose, we created one output column. So for converting the second column. So for this, when you just uncheck the input port, so when you uncheck the input port, then only the expression is enabled. Otherwise, the expression always is in disable mode. So clearly observe here, I'm unchecking the input port of newly created column. So then expression is enabled. So here you have to apply the expression. So the expression should be as per our requirement. So we have to convert the data of ename column into init cap format. Init cap format means we are applying the function in the character type of column. That means we have to use some character functions. For this purpose, we have different types of functions in the left side. Clearly observe this. All functions, character, conversion, data cleansing, date, encoding, financial, all these. Depends on your requirement, we can use. So as per our requirement, we have to use character function. In this character function, init cap, INIT CAP, this is the function type. So when you select this init cap function, the syntax should be shown in the below. So clearly observe this. Init cap of CHR as char. That means you have to pass the arguments as a character format. And finally, clearly observe, returns character data with the first letter of each word in uppercase, all other letters in lowercase. This is the init cap format. Init cap means first letter is capital and remaining all small. Okay. So just double click on this function name. Automatically it displayed here. and we have to specify ename column. Ename is a source column name, clearly understand. So go to ports menu, here we have different column names. Just click on this. So init cap of ename, that means ename is a source column name. By using init cap function, we can convert the source data into init cap format, and this converted value is assigned to this o_ename created by so this column. Okay, so from this column we can connect it to target. Then converted data is only moved to target. Understand? And next one is job column. We have to convert the job also. For this purpose, we creating one addition column. Here it is o_job. Okay. So this is also a string format, and unchecking input port. See here, just delete. This is also a character function, lowercase function. For this purpose, I selected lower. See, clearly observe this, lower in bracket character expression returns character with all letters in lowercase. So just lower, go to ports and job. Lower in bracket job. Just validate. We can check whether the function value is correct or not. Expression passed successfully. Just OK and click on OK. So 2 expressions is completed. Just apply and OK. So clearly observe o_ename. This is one, and
o_job.
This is okay. So clearly observe this. This is the source column. This is the target column. Sorry, new column which is created by user. So source column we are not connecting to target, because if you connect this source column to target, then without any changes the data will move. For this purpose, we need to convert the data. So we used the o_ename column and converted the data. After the conversion, we connected this to ename target. So converted data is only moved from here, right?
Yeah.
So clearly observe. Actually, I input port here the dot symbol. Are you able to see here? This is the dot symbol, and this is the dot symbol. For each column, before and after, front and back, there is a dot symbols. That means it allows the source input and it provides the target output. So clearly observe this. For these 2 columns, these 2 only provides the output to target column, but it doesn't allow any source columns, because we unchecked the input ports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for this purpose, there is no any identity here. So clearly understand. The expression transformation is completed. We have different types of functions are available here. By using these functions, we can convert the data as per our requirement. Clearly observe this. In the character functions, ASCII, keys, PHR, index of, init cap, instring, length, lower, lpad, ltrim, replace. These are all available functions. By using these functions as per our requirement, we have to use. Okay. So here, character after conversion functions, to_big, to_char. By using this to_char function, we can convert the numeric data into character format. To_date, we can convert the character data into date format. To_decimal, we can convert the expression normal character into decimal format. So floating point format, integer format. So like this, we have different types of requirements in the real time. So based on that, we can convert the data into any format to required format. So by using these functions only. Okay. So based on the requirement, you have to use this. Next, data cleansing. Is date, is number, is null, is space, list, trim. These are all Boolean expressions. These returns only true or false output. Based on the true or false, if it is true, the data is moved to target. If it is false, the data, null data is moved to target. So that is the difference. So date and time functions, add a to underscore date, date difference, make date time, last day, get date part, all these are. Depends on our requirement, we can use all these. Okay. So if you want to know in which situation, in which scenario, which function we have to use in the real time. So just if you know the complete concept of expression transformation, then only you can use in which scenario this expression transformation. For example, here I know lower function, I know init cap function to convert the data in required format. That is the purpose. As per our requirement, the expression transformation should provide the character functions. So in the character functions, there is a lower function and init cap function, then we can use. So if you don't know about the lower and init cap function through expression transformation, how can you use this and to convert the data into required format? So for this purpose, you have to clearly study all these functions. You have to work on all these functions in the practice. Understand?
Yeah.
So before this, you have to practice in the database level, because if you practice in the database level, all those functions we are using in expression transformation. So these are all very simple. Okay, so just clearly understand the importance of the database here. So clearly observe this. We created the one mapping to convert data into required warehouse format through expression transformation. Here, mapping is completed. Now save. See here in the output window
Valid.
is valid. Now we have to create one workflow to store the data. Go to workflow manager. So directly we can't run the mapping. So we have to associate these mappings to any session to run this. So clearly, see, observe this. In the workflow manager, just go to create workflow, wf underscore mp underscore expression. By default, start as is done. Just session. When you click on session, it automatically asks about mapping to associate with this session. So actually, we have 4 different mappings available in this folder. So among these, we need only map underscore mp underscore expression. So select this and OK. And link up these two. We have to specify the session mapping connectors. Source is a flat file. So what is the path? E drive or F drive? I think E drive. E, the sort folder, and target is a relational database, so we have to specify the connection here. Prasad target is the connection type. Just apply and OK. Just save. Start workflow. Running. Succeeded. So we can check the data. So go to mapping designer, target table, preview data, Prasad target. See, observe this. Actually, you have to observe ename and job columns. In the ename column, first letter is capital and remaining all small. This is a init cap format. And in the job column, everything is small letter. Right? But in source database flat file, everything should be in uppercase, the available data. So from uppercase to we converted into flat file, right? Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Any doubt?
No.
Okay then. So next example is filter transformation. So for filter transformation, just we use the same source EMP Oracle database table and the target table. So by using filter transformation, we move the data into target. The purpose of filter transformation is filter the source information. As per your requirement, you have to store in the target. Actually, if here's in the source database, we have totally 15 records are available in EMP table. So among these 15 records, you need only manager record, or you need only clerk records to store in target. So for this purpose, just we have to use filter transformation to filter as per our condition. So clearly observe. So source EMP relational database table, target EMP underscore TGT. This is also a relational table. So from source EMP to target EMP TGT. So we are moving data, but actually there is 15 records are available in source, but we don't want 15 records. We provide condition here. So clearly observe. So the source is available and target is available. Then we can create directly mapping. So go to mappings menu and create map underscore EMP underscore filter. So here map is a mapping, EMP is a table name, filter is a transformation name. So we have to use the naming conventions here. Based on that, we can easily understand for which mapping is for which purpose. So just okay, go to source table and target table. We observe here. So we have to use one filter transformation to filter the records as per our requirement. So this is the filter transformation. So you'll find the filter symbol here. Click on here and here. Just copy the data to all columns. And from here also copy the data to all columns to target. Because actually there is no any conversions. So just we can move the data as it is, what the data is available in the source. But actually, as per our requirement, we are not only taking all the records, just we are filtering the records. So in the filtering means, just go to filter transformation, edit this. These are all different types of codes. There is no any logic to apply here. So there is a property, filter condition. This is only one property in the filter transformation. Here, by default, it is true, but go to ports menu, job equal to, for example, manager. Okay. Just validate. So when I click on validate, expression passed successfully. That means our specified expression is right without any errors. Just okay. Just apply and okay. Save. So mapping is completed. Then we have to go to workflow here. Of course, we can create separate workflow and we can run this mapping in the same workflow also. But you have to create one more session. So go to session menu. Here, filter. The existing. I'm trying to execute this mapping in the existing workflow. So that is the thing you have to understand. So EMP filter, just okay. Again, one more task is created. Now I want to specify the connection here between these two. We have to specify connections for mapping. For source connection, system source, and for target connection, Prasad target is same. Just save. Of course, we can start only this task. Just right click, start a task. We have option. filter is running. Expression not running here. You clearly observe. Okay. So filter successfully completed. See, go to target menu, preview data. Observe this.
It has all sorts, right? Manager,
Yeah, of course,
salesman.
there is some existing records, I think. So back, see this. We have one more option to remove all the records here. So go to target table in the mappings menu. In the properties, so we have a truncated target table option. Understand? So truncated target table means there is a truncate statement in the database level. Truncate statement is used to delete all the records of the entire table. For example, if the table have 100 records or 1000 records or 1 lakh or 1 billion, whatever the number of records available in the table, when you truncate the table, then automatically the table should be empty. The available records, all records should be deleted from the table by using truncate statement. For this purpose, we use this truncate target table option. If you use this option, when you load the data, before loading the data, the session is applied truncate statement in the target table, then the available, all the records is removed from the table, then the table is empty. Now it stores the new records from the source database. Understand? So you have to save again because the changes are happened. Now we can run this. Now you can preview the data. See, we have only manager records, 3 records. But in our source table, totally we have 15 records are available. So different type of jobs also. 15 means manager records, clerk records, analyst records, salesman records, president record, everything is available there. But we need only manager records to store in target. For this purpose, we used one filter transformation. In this filter transformation, we specified the condition to filter the records. Yeah, job equal to manager. So based on the condition satisfied records only the filter transformation process through. So otherwise it rejects the records. Understand?
Yeah.
So mainly the filter transformation we are using the same purpose. 1 minute please. Okay, so did you understand the filter transformation importance?
Yeah.
So actually there is only one property. So we just edit and go to properties menu. There is filter condition. No need to use the tracing level. Tracing level is the common property in all transformations. It is by default normal. So no need to change this normal into other types. Only one condition is important here, filter condition. Filter applied for filtering the records. Just based on the condition we can apply. For example, if you want to apply more than one condition also, we can use. Or, see this, DPT number equal to, for example, 20. Job equal to manager or DPT number equal to 20. Either of these two condition satisfied records needs to store in the target. So in this also we can use. Expression passed successfully. Just OK, apply and OK. So here, just save here. When you save, when you change any changes, when you edit the mapping, then you have to change here and these changes needs to apply in the mapping session level also. For this purpose, just select the session, right click and refresh mapping. So when you refresh mapping, then only the changes made affect here. So otherwise it doesn't affect. So just again needs to save this. Okay, so you have to refresh the mapping in the session level and then you have to change, save. So after that we can run. See the difference between previous example and this example. Succeeded. Now go to target and preview. See, actually in the previous load we have only manager records, but right now there is a clerk record, analyst record, and clerk and analyst one more. So actually there is a condition for department number 20 also, right? So if the record is satisfied, either department number 20 or job equal to manager, whatever the condition, either department number 20 is satisfied or job equal to manager is also satisfied. So then the record go to target. Otherwise it rejects from the source. So that is the thing you have to understand. Okay, these are all manager satisfied records and these are all department number 20 satisfied records. Understand?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and clearly observe this. Here we have one more option in the source qualifier transformation. We can apply the logic in the source qualifier transformation as well. So go to properties menu in the source qualifier. There is a SQL query, user defined join, source filter. So when you apply the filter condition here onward, the source qualifier automatically executes the filter condition in the database level and then conditionally satisfied records only takes from the source. That means without using any filter transformation, we can filter the data in the relational database level of the source database. Only relational database. For example, if our source database is a flat file or XML file, we cannot filter.
Okay.
We cannot use the
That's
filter.
the relational
So
database.
if our source database is relational, then only we can use. Understand?
Okay.
Does this increase efficiency if we do it at the source level?
Yes, exactly. So to improve the efficiency and performance, we can use the source qualifier. Source qualifier is very, very important in the real time. So, but see, clearly observe, you can write the SQL query here. So based on the query only, it takes the data from source. That means we can write the logic in our own. For example, if you want to join two different records, user defined join is there. If you want to filter the source records, source filter is there. If you want to sort the record into either ascending or descending order, number of sorted ports, and in the SQL query, we can write one order by class in the SQL query here.
Right.
So based on these properties, at a time, we can join two different tables. We can apply the filter condition on the source table. We can sort the data into required either ascending or descending format. We can apply the sort at a time more than one column also. Understand? So all these we can easily apply in single transformation of source qualifier. So if without source qualifier, if you want these different logic, if you want to apply this different logic, you have to use joiner transformation to join the tables. You have to use the sorter transformation to sort the records. You have to use filter transformation to filter the source different records. That means for this, instead of the single source single source qualifier transformation, we have to use 3 or 4 different transformations. Understand? For joining one different transformation, for applying filter one different transformation, for applying sorter one different transformation. So all these. Instead of all this transformation, we can apply the logic in only single source qualifier transformation. So that is the importance of the source qualifier. So by using source qualifier, we can load the data very efficiently and very performance-wise very speedily. So that is the thing here. Okay. So in the real time, this is very important concept. This is possible only the source tables or relational database, and the same from only same schema, not from different schema. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And one more thing is next example, aggregator transformation. Right. So the difference between aggregator transformation and expression transformation is only functions concept. Actually, in the database level, we have two different types of functions we already discussed. One is single row function and second one is multiple row function. So in the single row function, I think there is already discussed, there is different types of again available functions: character function, number function, date and time function, and conversion functions. So all these are comes under expression transformation. So in the database level, group functions should be aggregator functions. These aggregator functions comes under aggregator transformation in the Informatica level. So that is the thing you have to understand. Okay, so both are applying the functions purpose, but here expression transformation we can apply only single row functions. These functions executes each and every record, each and every column separately. For example, in the aggregator transformation, if you apply any aggregator functions, these functions directly apply at a time available number of all records based on the group by class. So clearly observe the example here. Our source table is always EMB table, so no need to take import again. So here I want to design as per our requirement target table. So clearly observe. Go to targets menu. I want to design in my new format. So for this purpose, go to targets menu, create. So here we have to specify the name emp_AGG. That means employee table aggregator information. Right? So just drop down. What is the database type? Oracle database. So you have to specify Oracle. Just create. Done. So without any column, it is just created with sample. So here you have to specify the name as well. Go to columns. Here just see, we have an option to create new columns. Add a new column to this table. When you click on this, automatically new columns are added here. So go to DEPTNO. This is one column. This is a numeric type, number PS. Next, okay, some sal. This is also number column. Max sal. This is also number. Min sal. AVG sal. And okay, number of records. Okay, these two columns no need, so just delete it. See, I created just additionally 5 different columns. Just DPT number is from same as source table. So clearly observe this. Sum of salary, average of salary, max of salary, minimum salary, and number of candidates from each department we have to calculate here. So from each department means actually there is 3 different departments, 10, 20, 30 in the source table. In these 3 departments, there are totally 15 employees are working. Maybe in the 10 department there are 3 or 4 employees. In the 20 department there are 5 or 6 employees, and in 30 departments also there are 4 or 5 employees. So from each department we have to calculate for all employees some salary, max salary, min salary and average salary and number of employees is there. Okay. So for this purpose we created all these columns additionally, and DEP number is the same column from the source. All these are numeric types. So number of P, S. Just apply and OK. Table is designed. Now we have to create in the database level. For this purpose, generate and execute. It is already connected to target database. So just generate and execute. Just close. See in the bottom, table is created. Now source and target both are ready. Create mapping. Map ENP underscore AGG. That means aggregator. Yeah, just OK. From source EMP and from target EMP underscore AGG. Okay. Right. So now you have to use aggregator transformation here. So this is the sigma symbol. This is the aggregator transformation. Just click on here. So for this purpose, clearly observe. Do we need to take all the columns from the source? Do we need to take all the columns from the source to fulfill the target columns? So just we need to take one DPT number column. That means we have to move this DPT number to target, right? Yeah. And rest of these target columns all are depends only on salary column, right? Some salary, max salary, min salary, average, all these are salary column. So for this purpose, we need to take salary also from source because we have to apply some functions on salary column. So rest of all these columns no need to take from source, right? So here we have to create some more columns to generate some salary, max salary, min, average and number of records, all these things. Okay, go to aggregator, properties, here tab, ports tab. From here we have to create new columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is enough. Some salary, max salary, min salary, average salary, number of, here number of records means number of employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, decimal, all are decimal because decimal is the numeric data type of Informatica. Okay, so these are all created by user. That means we have to generate the values for these columns. Understand? We have to generate with the help of existing source column. So just we need to uncheck all the expression here. So did you find the difference between expression transformation and this? So when you go to expression transformation, you will find only port name, data type, precision, scale, input port, output port, variable port and expression. In addition, there is a group by port additionally in the aggregator transformation. So from each department we have to take the information, right? So we have to take the information like some salary of all employees in each department, max salary of all employees and minimum salary, average salary, all these values from each department. That means we have to group the department number. Based on that only we can separately calculate the group value, the department number. For this purpose, you have to specify the department number as a group column. Okay, and here for sum of salary, just open here. There is aggregator functions. Additional folder is available there. Aggregator function. Okay, so just open the aggregator functions. We have different number of aggregator functions are available. So for this, sum returns the sum of value of n. Sum of sal. Validate. Okay. Next. Max. Again here also we have max function. Max of sal. Validate. Okay. Next. Min. This is
So,
yeah. Next one.
average.
Average. Yeah. Average of salary. And what are the number of records? How can you find this? We have count function. Okay. So we can apply the count function to calculate number of salaries. Number of salaries means number of
Number
records.
of records.
That means number of persons, right?
Yeah.
So for each person we are paying salary. So for this purpose there is the salary value is available for each record, right? Just apply and okay. From here, just from some salary to some, max to max, and min to min, average to average, and number of records to number of records. Okay? Yeah, the mapping is completed. Save. Valid. Now, workflow. Here I want to create one more session. The same workflow. The session is, I think, aggregate. First one. Okay. Now we have to link up. We can link from here also. No problem. This is parallel connection. Parallelly, we are directly connecting at a time two different sessions. Okay. So when you use these three only, except this, these three, completely these three. These are in sequential connection, one after one. Understand?
Is
You have to
it
specify
more
the
of
mapping.
interdependency on each other?
Yeah, right, exactly. Depend. For example, we already explained in data warehousing concepts, there is a dependence in between the dimension table and fact table, right?
Right.
So foreign key dependency.
Yes,
So
yes.
based on this foreign key dependency, we have to store the information in first dimension tables. Then only we can insert the data in foreign key. Fact table. So otherwise, if you are trying to insert the data in fact table without having the data in dimension table, the foreign key will check whether the data is available or not in the fact dimension as well. So, for example, if there is no data, then it rejects from the foreign key constraint. So, for this purpose, we have to insert initially in the dimension and then only in the fact table. So, for this purpose, we have to use this type of loading. Okay. So, source, system source, target, same. Just okay. Save this. Right now, we want to run this one only. So, start task. This
We
is
wouldn't
the
stay
aggregator running.
start workflow there because it's
If you write start workflow, then all the available sessions is running. Right?
okay.
No need to run all the other sessions. That's why I'm just using this. Because the same target table is using in the filter transformation and the expression transformation both.
Right.
So for this purpose, no need to use this. So aggregator is enough for me, right?
Yeah.
So just target and preview data manager. So clearly observe this. In the department number 10, we have a total number of records, total 3. So among all these 3 records, the sum of salary is 8,750, the maximum salary is 5,000, and the minimum salary is 1,300. The average of each person is 2,917. Understand?
Yeah.
Next, for 20 department, there are totally 5 members are working. So for these 5 members, the total sum of salary is 11,280. So max of salary 3,333, minimum salary 800, average 2242. So for 30 department, this is. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a good example, Prasad.
Yeah, right. Okay. 3 different transformations are completed. So shall we continue another transformation, or do you want to practice?
For practice, we need I need Informatica, which I've not been able to figure out how to do it.
Problem. This is main problem actually. So without practice, if you complete number of topics here, so what is the use of learning?
Is there any other solution we can have, Prasad?
Solution means only the solution. I
Like
have to have my system.
instead of XP on VMware, we could do Windows 7 and try installing.
Of course, we can try. If it is installed, then no problem. Otherwise, we can't do. Actually, in my system, I am using 8.1 version, right? So clearly observe this. This is my system. Here I am using 8.1 version. See, 8.1. Windows 8 I am using. Directly, I installed this software in my system. And 8 GB is the, 6 GB is the memory in my system.
So
It's
you
working
are
fine.
64-bit. I'm 30.
Yeah, of course, 64. I installed 8.6.0 software, and the RAM is 6 GB and Windows 8.1 version. Everything, and Core i5 processor. Processor is also, most probably latest. So installed in my system without any problem. But your system is not allowing to install, right? So with same configuration, 64-bit and Windows 8.1. So I don't know the reason. Okay. Priti, tell me, shall we continue tomorrow?
Yeah, no problem. We can continue tomorrow.
Yeah, what about Ketty?
Yeah, sure, we can do it tomorrow.
Okay. Then see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Ketty, will you
Yeah,
please send
Prasad.
me your resume to me? I'll sort it out.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Ketty,
Yeah.
I think she has left. She'll
No, I'm
mute,
here.
by the way.
I'm
Okay.
here.
yeah. Please send me your resume. I'll check your resume and give some suggestions.
Okay. Okay, I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye.